Alrighty, everybody, welcome to the Casual Sports Talk Podcast. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Eastern Conference Hockey Edition. So I got to ask, gentlemen, I know you're happy as a Red Wings fan, but Chris, it's a dark day to be a Blue Jackets fan. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not fun when they're performing as they currently are, Stu.
Oh, yes. It is definitely not the most satisfying day. But I guess we're going to talk about this week since the NFL season's over and we're doing the off season. I love me some NHL hockey. I'm going to casual on the NHL hockey. But I will say this gentleman right here on my right, Mr. Douglas, got me in to the NHL.
Oh, the year was what, 2013, 2014?
Yes, and it was. And wasn't that was the year when the Red Wings blew it against the Blackhawks for the 3-1 series?
Now times have changed. Now I love me some Patrick Kane now that he's on the Red Wings.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And now we don't have to talk about the Blackhawks as much since they're just straight up garbage.
Yeah.
Sure. Right there with the Blue Jackets, Stuart.
Yeah, that's more true. But anyway, we're going to just talk about this week. We're going to talk about all the Eastern Conference teams. Maybe the teams that are probably going to be making it right here. We'll see how we feel about everyone. And like I said, we got the whole Eastern Conference, all 16 teams. So like I said, this week, we're just going to talk about the Eastern Conference. Next week, we'll talk about all the Western Conferences. So, Douglas, how do you feel about this NHL season right now, especially as a Red Wings fan?
Well, Stu, if you asked me 2 or 3 days ago, maybe even 4, I would have been a lot happier. But Dylan Larkin's hurt. They lost 3 straight games. They got embarrassed by the Panthers and the Avalanche.
Oh,
I'm a little bit salty right now. Yeah. So not in a particularly good mood, but at least in the playoff position.
Yeah, it is true. That is definitely true right there. But you could be worse. You could be an Ottawa Senators fan.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know anybody that is an Ottawa Senators fan.
I mean, I'm sorry, Canadians. Oh my God, your lights went out because it's like, oh my God, I don't even want to talk about the Ottawa Senators.
Yeah, my lights went out just like the Ottawa Senators season.
Yes! Yeah. You know the funny part is, we're 5 weeks away from the Stanley Cup playoffs, gentlemen. Nobody's been eliminated. Theoretically, nobody has been eliminated. So everybody still has a shot of making the playoffs.
Sir, you can easily count out those Columbus Blue Jackets. I know, but you're saying theoretically. Boy, come on, Stuart.
You're telling me you have no faith in the Jacket Nation?
I hate to admit it, Stuart, but this is not the season. This is not our season.
This is going to be not the season right now. Oh my goodness! But
I guess who's the coach for the Blue Jackets? Who's coaching them?
Oh God, I just remember
it's not John Tortorella anymore, is it? They got rid of him.
Tortorella is now with the. I think he's with the Rangers now.
Oh, nice. Yeah. See, that's why we're casuals, though, Stu. That's why we're casuals.
Actually, casual sports talk.
I think he's actually with the Flyers now.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's with the Flyers.
Oh, I didn't realize that Pittsburgh was down there so low, man. Poor Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, I hate to say it. The Pittsburgh, we'll probably talk about the Penguins, but the Penguins have not had a good season. I will say that. But I guess we'll talk about the obvious one, the elephant in the room, the Ottawa Senators, who have been always bad, no matter what. Has there ever been a season where the Ottawa Senators has actually been legitimately good?
I mean, I'm like I said, so I'm a casual here. I mean, I assume that they've won a Stanley Cup just because they're like Canadian.
No, actually, they never won. They started in '92.
That's how casual I am, man. I don't know. Sounds like they've never been good.
They've never been good. Let's look at their monthly schedule right here on February. So they had, they beat the Blue Jackets. Oh, what a shocker! So they've now.
That's a shocker. Yeah.
Yeah, what a shocker. So apparently they have a 5-game losing streak. They did beat the Toronto Maple Leafs, but like I said, that's probably they had a slump right there. But
they beat the Lightning too, man.
Yeah, but look at this. They lost to the Capitals.
But they beat Vegas, dude. Like, what's going on with this? They beat some good squads in there, and then they lost to the Duds.
Yeah, they lost to the Duds.
Gentlemen, may I say something about these Ottawa Senators?
Yes.
So they've been in the NHL for 31 seasons. They've made the playoffs 16 of those 31 times. That's over 50% right there. So I think that's pretty good. But
But what they done?
in the
Say-
last 10 seasons, they've only made it twice. So is
Yeah,
that
like
20%?
nobody. It's come on, you haven't done anything in the last 10 seasons. I'm sorry.
But overall, they're more than 50% making playoffs. There's
Yeah.
teams and franchises that don't have that percentage like that.
No, honestly, for the little brother, I hate to say it as a I know you might get triggered by this, Douglas, but I mean, for the little brother of the Ottawa uh, spot prefecture, uh, Toronto is basically better than you, Senators. I'm sorry, they will always be better than you. They will always be
Wait,
better, but it's not really saying
wait.
that.
Why am I triggered by this?
Yeah, well,
I don't know because I know people like to call the little brother state, right?
Are you saying that the Red Wings are Toronto's little brother?
Yeah, that's true.
In what sense, Stu? Like, when's the last time Toronto won a Stanley Cup?
1967.
Oh man, I think the Red Wings
is
have
that a
won what,
fact,
like
Stu?
Yes.
I think the Red Wings have won at least 5 Stanley Cups that I count since then. I know it sounds like Toronto's the little brother.
Are
They
you
should try to
telling
win more playoff series.
Are you telling me that the Toronto is like basically the Dallas Cowboys of the NHL?
No, like this team is like, oh man, who would be a good example? Like
Like they
maybe
made
I don't know, because like who hasn't won a Super Bowl since the '60s, still? Maybe
the
the Lions, who won a championship in like 1958 or something.
yeah, but the
Yeah, the Cleveland
but
Browns.
Toronto has at least made it to multiple Stanley Cup playoffs, but they've only won one in like 20 years.
Exactly. The Lions have only won 2 playoff games in 20 years. Sounds like the same.
Yeah, but
Oh,
but
oh.
next we got to talk about the sad truth. And Christopher, since you and
Oh,
I,
sir, you're gonna bring up the Columbus Blue Jackets. I mean, oof. We
uh,
traded away
Yeah.
our good players that we had at the time, and ever since then, it's been a slight downfall. But I hope we can rebuild. We have
yeah,
Patrick Laine, but
but
yeah.
here's what I have to say as a Blue Jackets fan. Have you seen Groundhog's Day?
It's one of my favorite movies too. Bill Murray,
You know when Bill
great
Murray wakes
actor.
up and it's "I Got You, Babe" by Sonny and Cher.
Yeah.
Every year is just this is how the Columbus Blue Jackets have always been. You just wake up, you're just like, oh, we lost. We're still terrible again. We're not good. Like,
Hey, there
look at
was that one fun year where you guys took out. Who'd you take out in the first round?
Ooh, the
Was it
Tampa
Boston?
Bay Lightning.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a
yeah,
good time.
That was the 8 seed versus the 1 seed. The Stuart, what trophy did the Lightning win that year?
the
The
President's
pre-
Trophy.
Oh man, it's prestigious.
It was prestigious,
no.
but I don't. I mean, that's literally our highlight as a Blue Jackets fan. That and also embarrassing Toronto during the COVID bubble. That is literally our highlight for the last 24 years as an NHL team.
I mean, it's more memorable than anything like the Phoenix Coyotes or Ottawa has done, so it's something.
But
At
with the
least
lead,
you have a
Or
memorable playoff win. I don't know.
the
but
Minnesota
how?
Wild, they haven't done much.
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah,
they
but
always get hyped
look
and
at
they
this.
always lose.
But look at this January, gentlemen, right here. We lost to Boston 4-1. We did beat the Flyers though, but we lost to like literally the Wild, the Jets, the Kraken. We did beat the Vancouver. Vancouver's looking really good this season. But like I said, we're not talking about Vancouver. That is the Western Conference Finals. We're going to talk about it. But the Devils, ugh,
Uh,
Oilers,
the Devils are the Devils are in what,
eh,
like fourth or fifth place in the conference? Correct me if I'm wrong.
yeah, but they're not looking good this year. And
Sure,
we'll
fourth
talk.
or fifth place in the conference. That's a good seed. That's looking pretty
Yeah,
good.
but they're having a little bit of a hard time. Also, this year, aren't you excited that our general manager got fired finally?
I mean, Sorry, I'm saying what Doug was saying, and I'm a casual sports talker, so I'm not really sure. I know we fired the general manager, great, but do you think that's going to be a good for the Blue Jackets too?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see about next year, but I'm not feeling. And also, it's not good that Elvis. Did you hear Elvis wants to get traded?
Dude, that'd
Fuck,
be
not
cool if
Elvis.
Elvis goes to Las Vegas. Oof.
Oh,
Elvis.
famous.
And somehow he'll have a better career than in Columbus, right? Because that never happens when a former Jackets player goes to another team and somehow has a better career in the NHL.
Oh, well said, Stu. Well, good
That is
transition
never.
right into the Florida Panthers there with Sergei
Yeah,
Bobrovsky, the number
yeah,
one seed, right, Stu?
yeah. The number one seed apparently, but like I said, we'll digress. All righty. Go look at those Montreal Canadiens. Aren't you so sad about the Canadiens? And also, I will say,
Why would I be sad about him? What happens, Stu?
well, I mean, they're in a bad spot. So they made it to the Stanley Cup playoffs during the 2021 season. But
Okay.
I think they
really,
made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals, still.
yeah, they made it to the
Oh,
finals
that's
and
good.
then they
That's good.
lost. And they lost to the Lightning, if I remember correctly, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. And unfortunately for the Montreal Canadiens, they're over the cap space. They've been kind of having a bad season. Yeah, they had to pay the price for that. So unfortunately, they now.
Oh man,
Yeah,
they're in 14th place. Wow. Oh well.
they're not good. They are not good right now. They have been slumping. Well, I guess we can look up, gentlemen, on how they've been looking the last 10 games right here. Look at that.
Yeah,
Sir, do
still
you know
impressive.
do either of you guys know when's the last time a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup?
I actually know the answer. 1992, 1993, and it was the Montreal Canadiens. Sorry.
Oh, wow, nice, dude. Good answer.
And I will tell you this: every time when I talk about the Canadiens, I have to have a francophone accent. Yes, Quebecois accent. And I will tell you this, Quebecers, we
Quebecers.
own. I'm sorry, but Canada, we own you in hockey. Us Americans.
Oh,
I
well,
think your
Stuart.
accent just offended half of Canada, though, Stu. That was what the
Yeah,
hell was
Stuart.
that?
I'm offended.
I'm
I'm offended
sorry, but
too.
it's true. When have you mofos have won a Stanley Cup?
No,
Stuart,
93.
Stuart, take this into consider. How many Canadian teams are there in the NHL compared to American
8.
teams?
I'm trying to think. I think there are 8. So it's the Ottawa
8? No
Senators,
way.
the Canadiens, this is a fun game. We should do the guessing how many
Well,
Canadian teams. So
well,
it's the
Stuart,
Montreal
you're going. That
Canadiens,
was
the
3.
Ottawa
That was
Senators.
3.
so I got an idea. Wait. We should all name one, and then until somebody misses one, and then they're the loser.
All right. Let's do it. All right, this is the fun part. All right.
All right, Stu, you can go first.
All right, obvious one, the Montreal Canadiens.
All right, Chris, who you got?
Oh, we're on the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Nice. I'll take the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh, good one.
I'm going to go for the Calgary Flames.
Oh, we're gonna go with what was his name? Connor McDavid with the Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, you're going to
Oh,
Edmonton.
nice.
Oh, going to 80s classics when they won those
Nice.
back to triple Stanley Cups, right?
I'm about to throw a riot, Stu. Do you know why?
Uh-oh.
I'm going to Vancouver.
Oh,
Okay. So you picked Vancouver. I picked Calgary. You picked Calgary. You picked the Jets.
I think Stur's cheating because I think he's going off a list. Or Stur, yeah, are you cheating over there?
Wait a minute. What about the
Yes,
Ottawa
Stu.
Senators?
Wow, so I
I
thought
don't
we were
know.
supposed to be guessing. Stuart, what did you say?
Yes, Stu.
I said the Ottawa Senators.
Yeah, I think
I
that
thought-
one's still available.
I thought that was already picked. I think. Is it your turn though, Stu?
No, I already picked
Yeah,
it.
it was Stu's turn.
Oh, but you missed because you said Ottawa Senators.
What? That's wrong?
Yeah, it was already picked.
Ah, man.
I mean, it's not wrong, but it's already picked.
All right.
Wild.
Can we go like teams that did not exist, like the Quebec Nordiques?
What?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
Stu. Just
Can
so
we
it
go
makes it be. No, you
Can
can
I
just
go
Stu, I mean,
AHL
I
or
don't.
what?
Stuart, to be honest, I don't think there's any more teams from Canada. So what? How many teams was that? 7 that we
7.
rattled off? 8?
Yeah, 7. You're right, 7.
Wow. And how many American teams are there? So what? That'd be 23.
Yeah, no, actually, there's 32 in the NHL.
Oh,
Yeah, I
so
think we
25.
expanded
Okay.
with Vegas and Seattle.
Yeah, but I mean, just like I said, we own Canada. I'm just saying. This is
Hey,
your
Stu, we're
sport.
like
Because
we're
we have
amazing at
2.5 times the
hockey.
amount of teams.
That's just facts.
So, what are you about to say, Douglas?
I said we own Canada in like really every of the major 4 sports. I mean, like football, they don't even have a team. That's how bad they are.
Yeah, they don't even
no.
have a team. Get an NFL team. Get Toronto a NFL team, Betty.
Hey, so fun fact for you,
Exactly.
gentlemen. There's actually the CFL, the Canadian Football League.
And
Those are all the rejects from the NFL, though.
and some Canadians sprinkled in, to be honest.
Yeah, what are they doing with their goalpost up there? Like, what is that about? Like, put them behind the end zone, bro.
Yeah, they put it right on the end, like right on the goal line. It's crazy.
It's like the old NFL in like the 60s. Remember in the
Yeah,
50s?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, where they always have it like in the middle of the goalpost, which is crazy because there was like I was watching like there's this video from 5 Points Vids about things that would never fly in the 60s NFL. And one of them was a goalpost. And there was like a ton of players just like get smacked in the middle of the goalpost trying to do a pass play, a rushing play.
Dude, that would make
Could
the
you
NFL
imagine?
that would make the NFL so much more entertaining if they moved it back to the original goal line where the post would be. Because, like, can you imagine trying to do it? Like, you could use that as like a screen or something using the goalpost.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were doing back in the day. They were using screens. They were like trying to like block. It's like ridiculous.
I mean, that would be amazing. That would.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
start a
if I need to
petition to
think-
bring that back.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I said, we're talking about hockey, gentlemen. And
It's always great when how we somehow veer off to football talk, you know.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong with
We're
talking
just
about
so
football.
addicted to the NFL.
I know we're so addicted to the NFL. We got to talk about the hockey.
I'm having withdrawals, Stu. I'm having withdrawals. The XFL won't do it.
The XFL is like a Diet Coke. It's like it's like a Diet Coke.
The UFL starts, I believe, in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
The UFL.
I am definitely not going to watch that. Gentlemen.
UFL is the USFL and the XFL. They merged.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Put it on
Still
some
won't watch,
back
but
on UFL.
Heck yeah! I hope their 8 fans are excited.
Yay! Let's go,
Hey,
New Jersey.
Count me in for one of those 8 fans then, or make it 9.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I'll gladly watch the UFL. I mean, if there's no NFL.
Does Ohio have a team?
No, we don't.
The closest team is Washington, D.C. And yeah, it's the D.C. Defenders.
DC.
Does Grand Rapids have a team?
No,
or am I thinking of something else?
No, you're thinking something else. But anyway, back to the Montreal Canadiens. Sorry. We're talking about the Canadiens. I mean, they're not looking good. I mean, I will be honest with you. I think all these bottom 4, maybe I would even put the Penguins. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, to be honest with you, gentlemen.
Well, I think that's a pretty bold statement, Stu. That's wild.
Ooh, really? I mean, what? How many games they played? 61, and they have 21 games left. Ooh.
Looks like Ottawa's even playing.
I'm saying there's absolutely no way the Penguins are going to make the playoffs.
Oh yeah, the Penguins are not looking good. I mean, also we'll talk about the Sabres, but the Sabres have not been good. I mean, the Sabres has always been kind of like trashy. Like honestly,
what place are the Sabres in the conference there, Stu?
The Sabres?
Yeah, what place are they in?
Oh, above Montreal, but below the Penguins.
All right, I'll take a glance at it.
Look at this Monday. You want to get some tickets and go to the Buffalo to watch the?
Ooh, Buffalo's in 4th last place. Oof, that's brutal.
Well, Stu, keep up the high quality work, and maybe we will. The NHL will fly us out to some of these games.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Casual sports talk podcast at the NHL games. What could be better?
I mean,
Exactly, dude.
hey, I
And
will
the
tell
fan
you,
goes wild.
I will tell you this. There was a YouTuber named Tom Grassi, and he went to all 32 and 31. I'm sorry, NFL stadiums for 30 days. So it was like a 30 for 30.
NFL or NHL?
NFL.
Wow, that's great.
How is that even possible?
Oh, it's
It-
possible.
it-
He
no,
did
But
it.
you saw
No, not in 30 days. I bet like 30 weeks or something like that.
Oh, he did it for 30 days.
Not 30
Did
days.
you watch a
dude.
game?
No,
Like you
this-
watched game?
No, it was in June, so it was like the off
Oh.
season.
Why do I care about that?
I thought he was going to an actual game.
Right? Like, that's lame.
Hey,
He's just going,
he
he's just going to the stadium and it's like, okay, cool, I saw it, and leaving.
no, he literally
Yeah.
hangs with fans and stuff. So I will
Oh,
tell you.
Stu, guess what? I went to Notre Dame Stadium once. I'm an avid fan.
You know, you know what?
You're-
He
You're
raised
casual, Doug.
gentlemen. He raised $500,000 at St. Jude's Research Center. So
Ooh,
Alright,
I respect that.
well,
I respect
why-
that. I respect that.
Yeah. You got to lead with that, Stu. Now we look terrible. Unreal.
yeah, apparently you're awful.
All right. Casual sports talk hates children.
Yes, let's save children. We go to every NHL game. Let's do it. The 30 for 30, baby.
Well, Stu, I was trying to go to see the Red Wings and the Coyotes on tomorrow night. $250 for a ticket to go see the Coyotes.
Literally worse than like they were like
the Coyotes. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
literally worse than the Blue Jackets, or at least one game in the lead with 1 point ahead of the Blue Jackets. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's what I was talking about. The Sabres have not been good. I'm pretty much a train of thought, but
I like it. That was short and sweet. That's about all Buffalo deserved.
yeah,
Oh,
you-
oh yeah.
short and sweet. And I can't believe the Bagulas own you because they're the owners and they're really bad and they micromanage the Sabres, and that's why they're doing so well in the Sabre land. Oh my god!
Do you know something I appreciate?
What?
Your random knowledge of ownership groups of these teams. Like, it's top
Yeah.
notch. You
That's
like always
really
seem to know who owns these teams. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
Good trait to have.
I like to
Mhm.
make fun of a lot of old old witch white men somehow, and just make fun of them.
You know, if I owned an NHL team, Stu, you can make fun of me all day. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I will talk about your fucking yours hack.
If you guys had to own one NHL team, which team would it be?
Well, I'm a Red Wings fan, and they've owned Columbus for years, so I guess I'll just own Columbus. Set him for a curveball.
Oh, zing!
Hit
Got
him with the curveball.
him.
Anyway, gentlemen, we can talk about the. What are your thoughts about these Penguins this season? This has been honestly, you know what I have to think of the Penguins right now? They're like the 2016 Red Wings. Hear me out.
2016. Oh, one. Yeah.
Yeah, when they
Well, I
were.
mean,
like,
Oh, what happened in 2016?
yeah, remember, Douglas? Do you want to give you back to memory lane about the terrible time of 2016 with the?
No, not really, Stu. I'll just recap it quickly here. It's the end of the era for the Penguins. Crosby's old. They're probably going to need to rebuild.
Like
The roster's depleted. They're sellers at the deadline. Playoffs look bad, bleak. They're probably going to have some down years coming forward.
Yeah, honestly, I think if I'm like a Penguins, it's time to blow it up for the Penguins. I'm sorry, Crosby, you've been an amazing player. You did take away a couple Red Wings Stanley Cups.
You took what? Just one.
Just one. They did go back to back and win Stanley Cups.
Yeah, the Red Wings won the first one. The Pittsburgh won the second one.
So that's why I always joke. Back in the day, Douglas. Do you think Detroit will ever be as cool as Sidney Crosby?
You know, Stu, I grew up in Michigan, a very big hockey area. And Sidney Crosby was one of my least favorite people. He just, at the time he was like 18, 19 years old, and the absolute face of the NHL. And I thought that he had no chance to take down the mighty Red Wings, and he did it.
And yeah,
Nothing but respect. Nothing but respect for Sid the Kid.
yeah. To be fair, you know what? When Sidney Crosby does retire, get that. Go to the Hockey Hall of Fame in 5 years.
Stuart, let me
Honestly,
say something on that. The
Yeah.
Detroit Red Wings had such a great run. I forgot what years that was, but yeah, Detroit Red Wings way better than like Sidney Crosby's legacy for sure.
Yeah, but to be fair, the Penguins. I should say back to the Penguins. I feel like the last couple years of the Penguins was kind of more like the last couple years of the Red Wings when they're about to like go into their after their like long playoff winning streak, where it's like, hey, Douglas, aren't you excited that the Red Wings made it to playoffs this year? We're keeping the streak alive. This team's still good, right?
Do you know what I
Right.
think the problem is here, Stu? Do you know what I think the problem is? I think it's the city of Pittsburgh. I'm pretty sure it's just a Pittsburgh thing. These teams don't know how to tank and rebuild. They're just like,
And honestly, they should just do some chants. Remember when they did some chants about fire Canada? They should just do more chants about fire everyone else.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. So I don't remember the Canada chance, but I'll believe you.
Yeah, they were chanting fire Canada even on Penguins days.
Who's
Penguins
Canada?
game.
Is he like their coach or something, or who is Canada?
No, he was the Steelers offensive line coach.
Oh, you're talking about the Steelers. My apologies.
Yeah, I mean, come on, this is Pittsburgh, by the way.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is a good sports town, I would say, but they're struggling right now.
Yeah, it's a dark time. I mean, the Penguins don't look good. The Steelers are mid.
How are the Pittsburgh Pirates looking though?
Always awful.
Oh, is that true though, Stu? Is that true?
Yeah, I think that's a fair statement. Perennially awful.
Perennially awful. Probably the worst of the franchise. I don't even think they made the playoffs in like a decade.
Yeah, I'm gonna look too tonight.
No, the Pirates have actually been pretty good.
You got my curiosity here. Yeah. Pirates.
But anyway, look, they lost to the Coyotes. Ooh, that's a terrible loss right there. Losing the Capitals.
All right, Pittsburgh Pirates. So the last time that the Pittsburgh Pirates made the playoffs, does anybody have a guess on what year it was?
2004.
All right, let me take a guess. Doug, you say 2004?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 2017.
Close. 2015.
Oh, so close.
Wow.
They didn't make it from 1992 until 2013. They missed the playoffs. And then they made it in 13, 14, and 15. And now they haven't made it since 2015.
Oh, my God.
I knew it was some. Well, I don't know. 9 years isn't too recent, but I knew it was within a good time span. That it wasn't like decades ago that they made the playoffs.
I remember Andrew McCutchen was a stud for them for those few years.
Yeah,
I remember that dude.
Yeah, Andrew McCutchen.
But you know who's not been a stud right now in the last few years or this year? Sidney Crosby.
I mean, he's still a stud though, Stu. I don't think that's a fact.
Yeah.
Sir, what are his numbers, Stuart? Before you bash him, what are his numbers on the season?
We'll look at the goal scores right here. I'll look at Crosby.
No. You just go to his stats overall, see what he has as assist, shots.
I think Sidney Crosby is probably still like a top 15 player in the game.
Oh yeah, exactly, 100%. I'd probably have to say.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Sure. Go to the stats, like for the
How do you look at the stats? Oh, stats right here. Oh.
Yeah, go to the Penguins page and then click on stats, and then you can just click on players and you can click on Mr. Crosby.
Yeah, like I said, this is why we are so professionals right now and not casual.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, we're just casual, We're just casual.
I feel like that Crosby. Let me check. Oh, who has the most scoring? Definitely not Alex Ovechkin, but like I said.
Well, surprised they're saying that Kucherov is the leader for MVP right now.
Oh yeah, Akina Kucherov. Oh yeah, Nikita. And
yeah,
also
they're saying him and McKinnon it'll be close.
I will tell you this, as a Red Wings fan, wouldn't Nikita Kucherov look a lot more better in Red Wings gear?
No, yeah, probably. I mean, Who couldn't use an MVP?
I mean, he'd probably look better in any team's gear.
Yeah.
He's doing amazing.
He would look a lot better in Blue Jackets gear.
I mean, yeah, dude, come on to the Blue Jackets. We can use anyone.
All right, Stu. I got Sidney Crosby stats for this year. All right, since I don't know what you're looking at over there. So this year's played 61 games.
Okay.
All right.
He has 32 goals, 31 assists, 63 points, and a +9 on the plus minus. So those are all pretty nice stats, Stu.
Stuart, is there like a filter on there? Can you go like by points? See what he has on, and see where Crosby's on the list for points.
Let me check. It's taking a long while. Number 12.
How many goals?
Is that for points overall?
Yeah, that's how many goals he has. 32 goals right now. And
goals. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Stu. How many goals for his career do you think Sidney Crosby has?
Ooh.
It has to be 35. It has to be.
I'm talking about for his career. So he's played since 2005.
Oh my God.
Oh, so is this his 19th or 20th season?
19th season. It'd be 19 years.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, it looks like and he's won 3 Stanley Cups. It looks like.
Oh yes, yeah. Playoffs. Playoffs are if we're going overall goals. Oof. Playoffs.
I think this is just regular season. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
So for context, he's played 1,250 games. If that gives you any info.
1,250 games. Okay. All right, sir. What are you saying for amount of goals Sidney Crosby has in his career? 1,250 games played. I'm saying Sidney Crosby has
4,578.
4,000
goals. Stuart, recalculate.
He averages a hat trick a game.
I'm gonna say Sidney Crosby has 485 goals in his career.
All right. 567.
Oh, that was damn close, Stu. Damn close. 582.
Oh, Stu! Wait, what was number like 4,000?
Can you imagine? Yeah, that's a nice career, though. Yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
100%.
For sure. Like I said.
All right, Stu, I got one more question for you on this one, and then I'll move on. Yes. How old was Sidney Crosby when he was named captain of the Pittsburgh Penguins?
20 years old.
19.
19, yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh, darn.
Is that the answer?
Yeah,
I was 19.
Actually, this is actually better looking right here. If you look at the standings right here, we can look right here. And look at this. Next, we can talk about the Devils, who've been. Oh yeah, they did have a good winning streak, but they had like a really bad losing streak right now. Douglas, how do you feel about the Devils? And also, how do you feel about them like firing their coach?
Oh, I have no idea, Stu. Are they just one spot ahead of the they're just one spot ahead of Pittsburgh?
Yeah, they're a good couple books.
I actually watched them play tonight at happy hour too. Like they obviously look good. It looks like they won 4-1, which is exciting.
Yeah, but they have been having a little bit of a losing streak. Like I'm not gonna lie. So they had 1, 2, 3. I think they had a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, so I mean they don't look like a playoff team to me here. But
yeah, I'm not really impressed. I mean, let's be honest. Like, I'm just not impressed. I mean, they're okay. They're a young core. I mean, they're probably not going to make the playoffs, but we'll see. I mean, look at that. There's a little bit. They lost the Canadiens.
Sure, can you go back to the standings? What place are they in? Like 13th or 12th or 11th?
They are technically 5th.
Well, Stu, now go back to the conference.
Go to the conference.
Man. I thought that the wild card one was more easier.
No, there's no wild card one.
11. They're 11.
No,
they're 11.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, they're.
Oh, I see.
But they're only 6 points behind the Red Wings and the Lightning, so there's a chance.
Oh yeah,
there is a chance.
I'd say Devils definitely have a better chance than the Penguins. Like I said, Penguins have no shot.
No, yeah. I mean, we'll see. Maybe they can do what the Blues did. Remember when the St. Louis Blues fired their coach mid-season, and then they got a new coach, and then they basically won the Stanley Cup?
We're,
I do actually.
we're way past mid-season. We're like 61, 62 games in.
Yeah, so it's definitely not good if you fire your coach at this point. I mean, it is hockey, so hockey they do fire.
I mean,
Or
yeah, whatever. But hey, whatever helps,
yeah, I mean, hey, the Blue Jackets fired their coach before the regular season, so we had the most successful Blue Jackets head coach of all time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's great.
Now we gotta talk about the Capitals. Oh, another team that's minorly fallen
Oh,
right now.
Alexander Ovechkin, is he going to retire next season or when? Like, what do you
He
think?
is not. I hate to say it. I mean, everyone's talking about. I think for the Capitals this season, can he beat Gretzky's record for the most goals? And I hate to say it, he ain't gonna do it. I don't think.
I mean, I kind of hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't.
What's Gretzky at, and how many goals does Ovechkin have to score to?
80 goals left. He has 80 goals left, and he's only averaged this season about 13.
Ooh,
I was gonna say, I think it's over.
Yeah,
he probably have to play for like 3 more seasons to achieve or to reach Gretzky.
Yeah, he's only
Even
like
that's a
average.
stretch.
There's like one point. He's only averaging 6% of goal percentage, and that's not good. You know what I mean?
Well, do you know how he feels like, Stu, to me? This is a weird comparison here. It feels like a Miguel Cabrera, where it's like it looked like a kind of a given. Because there was one point during like 2013, 2014, where they're like, "Oh, Miguel Cabrera is on pace to break Hank Aaron's record for home runs." Like, no, that's not going to happen. And then I mean, he ended up with a really nice career, but it's like, these dudes can't keep up that high level of productivity for that long.
Yeah,
amazing career. Glad he won a Stanley Cup, but it's over.
Goodness. I mean, like I said, he would have been, and thank goodness the Capitals did win a Stanley Cup, because I feel like Ovechkin would probably be like remembered as like, oh, that's a choke artist, great regular season player, and then just choked in the postseason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Dak Prescott of the NHL, am I right?
Yeah, it's kind of like if Stevie Y would have never won a Stanley Cup, like, you know what I mean? And he had that like really bad losing streak. Like, I think Stevie Y would be like, oh, that's a choke artist of a player. But like I said, he won a Stanley Cup. People forgot about those 5 years of losing streaks. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, Stevie Y won, I think, 3 cups though. Yeah.
Yeah, people don't remember about the losing streak. You don't remember that. You remember the winning the cups. You remember him scoring the goal against the Blues in overtime.
Dude, you know what I don't remember right now?
What?
I don't remember Michigan's 2 playoff losses. I just remember a national championship.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's all I can think about.
How dare you? But like I said, I do not think they're gonna score it. But like I said, also, I guess.
Dude, did you just yawn? No yawnings.
No yawning in the
Yes,
podcast.
we need positive vibes.
We need to do positive vibes. I'm sorry, I'm yawning because I'm so bored of these Islanders not gonna make the playoffs right now.
Good transition, Good transition.
What's your thoughts about
the way to bring the energy?
Yeah, what's your thoughts about the Islanders?
What place are they in for the conference or the wild card, whatever?
They are technically out of the wild card by like 1. So
I think the Islanders are going to make the. I think they're going to make the playoffs. I think they're on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, they just beat the Red Wings. I'm pretty sure too, not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but they had been having like a couple. Like this season's been kind of weird for the Islanders because they had like a couple of like blown leads, a lot of games where they had like a 2-1, 3-1 in games, and then they somehow choke. It's like, what? This don't make sense.
No, you're not wrong, Stu. Not wrong.
But the Islanders are doing a lot better. I mean, they did beat the Red Wings last month, so I mean, I think they're definitely a mid team. I mean, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean.
Also, I forgot to tell you. I guess the Capitals might be moving their stadium to Northern Virginia, which that doesn't make sense. I don't like it. Keeping the same stadium, keeping the same place.
Yeah, tell that to all of New York. Like, stay out of New Jersey.
Don't you dare go. We got one New Jersey NHL team. We don't need no more. Don't take the island.
I'm glad that the Rangers and Islanders actually play in New York. Like it
Yeah.
makes me mad that the Jets and Giants play in New Jersey. Don't give those teams in New York. Those are New Jersey teams.
Yeah.
Stu, Stuart, why are they saying that they're going to move the stadium?
I think they want to move it to for more tax revenue and also.
I was going to say, tax purposes.
Yeah, it's always tax purposes, or it's just like they're getting a sweet deal going here. You know what I mean? It's always that. Let's be honest.
Money makes the world go round.
That's right.
That's why I always say building, like the city paying for. I will always argue this. I think the city paying for these stadiums for NHL, NBA, NFL, MLB, it doesn't really help the city in the long term. Like if the taxpayers have to pay for that.
Was that me and you, Stu, that were talking about how it's bullshit that these taxpayers pay for the stadiums, but then the owners get like all the revenue from like sales and shit?
Yes, basically
straight back to the taxpayers.
Yeah, and also like I would tell you, like for instance, like Tiger Stadium. Who, if you're gonna watch a Tigers game, who is gonna go to Detroit to watch a Tigers game? You're not. I mean, maybe if it was like Chris and it's like, hey, it's like a 2-hour drive, but like no one in Chicago is gonna do that. No one in Kansas is gonna do that. It's only locals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about Nikita Kucherov having a great career right now. What did you thought about the Tampa Bay Lightning this season?
Let's see.
They're looking really good. We're now talking about the cream of the crop right now. The teams that could be theoretically making it to the playoffs right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, like you said, Stu, Kucherov's having an MVP caliber season.
Yeah, this is kind of but this is a weird season for the Lightning because they kind of been like, this is like the first time in a while where I've seen the Lightning not be in the top 3 in that division. Yeah, they're now in the wild card. It is kind of weird. Yeah. And
which division are they in? Are they in the Atlantic or Metropolitan?
They're in the Metro division.
All right, so I mean they're within two points of Philadelphia. They're gonna sneak in there.
You think they're gonna sneak in there?
Oh, absolutely. They're in the wild card, but they're gonna secure the other place in the Metropolitan Division. What do you call it? The last place, the third place in the Metropolitan Division.
Yeah, I mean we'll see how
they're
it goes.
They're a team that if I saw them in the playoffs, I'd be real nervous. You never want to see a team that's won 3 Stanley Cups recently or 2 Stanley Cups.
I mean, but they did kind of blow it last season against the Toronto Maple Leafs. They did lose that one. They did have a 5-2, 3-2 series lead, and then lost to the Maple Leafs.
I mean, that happens too. They also won to 3 straight Stanley Cups before that. So.
That is true. That is true. I mean, these are veterans, and Nikita Kucherov is still like the top 5 best goal scorers right now in the NHL right now. So can't be.
Is he?
Actually, I'm wrong. He's number 2. Actually.
Oh wow, top 2, Nikita Kucherov.
Yeah, Austin Matthews.
Well, yeah, I read a article on like the leading people for like certain trophies, and I think they have him as the favorite to win the MVP this year.
Yeah.
No shit. Wow, let's go, Nikita.
Nikita Kucherov, man.
Nikita.
And I will say this, man. You could have drafted him, Detroit. Could you imagine?
I think a lot of teams could have.
Look at that. You could have drafted him. But like I said, yeah, the Lightnings are looking good.
Sorry to interrupt you, Stu. What season or what year is Nikita Kucherov? How many years has he been in the NHL?
I think was it 2013?
Okay. So he's done 11 years roughly, 11 seasons?
I think he might be 11 years, if I remember correctly.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, because I remember he was drafted in 2013. And look at that. He made the Lightning look a lot better. They went from and I will still argue this is Stevie Y's team, even though he left, go back to Detroit. But this is the one thing I'm always give credit to the Tampa Bay Lightning. They went from Stevie Y made them from a joke to 2 back-to-back Stanley Cup champs. That's
Good.
impressive.
Yeah, Stevie Y is one of the better GMs in the league, that's for sure.
Yeah, honestly, he should probably get in the Hall of Fame as a GM also.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
Like, honestly.
Hopefully, as a Detroit Red Wing, with the Stanley Cups.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Could you imagine if Stevie Y does it?
Well, Stu, I think that's a good segue to my Red Wings. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we got to talk about it. So, Douglas, you are an avid Red Wings fan for all your life. Is this the best Red Wings since 2014-15 season?
It feels like it. Like, this is the first time that I've enjoyed watching them in a while.
Yeah, like, honestly, there's been a lot more Red Wings games. I feel like they're putting out a lot more on the ESPN. I see it a lot lately. You know what I mean? And it's not like the local market. They put it on ABC games. You know what I mean? This has been an impressive
Saturday afternoon game.
Yeah, which they did get their butts whooped. I did watch that game, and they did get destroyed. They did get.
Oh, they were embarrassed, no doubt, Stu, no doubt.
Yeah, but look at this. They had actually a decent season right now. You're looking at February. I mean, they did lose to the Oilers and Vancouver, who are both good. But look at that. Beat them. Beat the Capitals badly. Beat the Blues. Calgary. Look at this. Get ready? Do you see that? Get playoff tickets, priorities for the season right now.
Ooh, let's go.
Let's go, Red Wings.
Well, hopefully they handle business down here in Phoenix.
Yeah, Red Wings are gonna have to go for that. The Red Wings are gonna have to go for that wild card spot for sure because I don't see. They're in the aren't they in the Metropolitan Division, right?
Yeah, so they're technically in the wild card spot, but they are ahead of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
But I feel like Tampa Bay is going to go on a winning streak here. You will just watch out.
You think? Oh, this is good. We should do this when we get to the end of the video. Before we get to the closer, we got to pick who you think is going to be the final that final 8. If we can do that, gentlemen.
Oh no!
Right, well,
maybe next week. Next week.
Yes.
I would say we're already at about 40 minutes.
I know. Yeah. We're talking about all these. Hey, time flies when we're having fun talking about NHL.
Oh, teams. Absolutely.
But like I said, we'll see.
We'll
see how the. Like I said, I mean, Dylan Larkin's having a great career right now for the Red Wings. I'm very impressed with the Red Wings right now this season. This has been a very good Red Wings season. And I gotta say one more thing before I know we gotta talk about the Philly Flyers. I feel like a lot. It's kind of funny because even people at work were so complaining about Stevie Y. It's taking too long. This team needs to be in the playoffs right now. Like, this is taking too long. You had to deal with a lot. You had to deal with the sins of Ken Holland's contracts for years.
Yep. You know what I gotta say, Stu? I'll end it with this. Trust the guys are playing.
Yes, I trust the process. As a wise NBA talent manager once said, Sam Hinkie, trust the process.
Exactly.
Yes. Fleece the team and trust the process. But anyway, it's actually interesting. The Flyers have been okay this season.
Dude, can I say something here on this really first?
Oh, yes.
One of my favorite cities in America, Philadelphia.
Oh, city of
okay. I don't hate the Flyers as much as the Eagles, but because they do have a cool mascot. I love Gritty, but
you know what I love about Philly? How close it is to Atlantic City. What a place!
You know what?
Oh yeah, great. Those two cities are amazing. Back to Philadelphia, great city. Declaration of Independence, but more importantly, fly, Eagles, fly.
No doubt.
I hate you all. Why do we have to do this podcast about talking about the Eagles? But we're talking about the Flyers. So what's your thoughts?
All right, Stuart, back to the Flyers.
How do you feel about the Flyers?
Fly, Philly, fly.
No, fly. No, they're doing okay, even though there's not a little
Flyers fly.
Even though there's a scandal with the Philadelphia Flyers player.
Sure, no scandals in the NHL.
Oh, there's a scandal in the NHL. And I'm just going to say, I can't say the R word, but we'll just say some grape allegations might have happened against a Flyers player from 2018.
Wow, Stu, that's crazy.
And he might be,
Stu,
and also he's
you're
charged with that.
Stu, you're raising a lot of questions for me.
Why?
Well, great pun for you. That was it. There was no questions.
Oh, oh, you sons of burgers.
Sorry, Stu. That was pretty corny.
Yes. Yes. So we got a grape of commitments.
Oh,
got-
goodness.
But like I said, yeah, there was a scandal with the Flyers, and there's a couple of Devils players, to be honest with you. There's like 5 Canadian players when they were in the junior. Hockey.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's why we got to say we have. That's why I like to call it. We have some grape allegations. Sorry. With the Flyers.
Oh,
But I digress. But that's probably the only thing that's been tough. But like I said, I'm surprised they're doing a lot better. I thought this team would be in a bad spot, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, they're better than I
Stuart,
expected.
Stuart, what I'm saying is they're gonna start losing, and I don't know if the Philadelphia's gonna make the playoffs.
Oh my god! And then who's gonna come back? The Columbus Blue Jackets are gonna rise with all 32 with a 28 winning streak.
Stuart, I'm sorry to rain on your parade, but that's definitely not gonna happen.
Oh, just like we lost in overtime shootout with the Flyers.
No, I mean Philadelphia is gonna make the playoffs, but they're gonna be a wild card team. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but look at that. They lost to, yes,
No,
I'm so happy.
make the playoffs, but they're going to be a wild card team.
Look at these 5-game losing streak. I love this. I love that 5-game losing streak. Losing to the Avalanche, the Senators. Oh, that's embarrassing. Losing to the Lightning. Look at that. Do you see this? You see that, Douglas, right there? An L to, do you see who they lost to right now?
Let's go right away.
February 25th, right?
That's beautiful, Stu. It's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful right there?
All right, Stuart. Who's after the Philadelphia Flyers?
We're gonna talk about the Carolina Hurricane.
Carolina Hurricanes.
This dude's been good. Like I said, I can't be hating.
Oh wow, dude! Carolina's doing amazing. Oof.
Yeah, like I said, they've been doing good. They curb
As
stomped.
a casual sports talker, yeah, they're doing real well.
Yeah, I mean, Douglas, what's your thoughts about the Carolina Hurricane?
Oh goodness, Stu. Yeah, I really got nothing. I mean, they won a Stanley Cup like 20 years ago. That was cool.
Yeah,
that's about all I know about them.
Great time.
Yeah, that, and also I always laugh at the every time when I think of the lolcow guy where he does the video on the Carolina Hurricanes, and he always goes, "Rowdy, ready to come for our games. We're gonna be great right now."
You know, it's a surprise. Does the MLB have a team in Charlotte or in North Carolina?
No.
Sir, what's the closest MLB team to Charlotte, North Carolina?
I guess it might be the Atlanta Braves.
Oh.
Yeah, it would probably have to be the Braves, right? Because there's no Tennessee team. There's nothing in Tennessee that's a baseball. That's major. So.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think it might be the Braves. I don't think they would be the Nationals.
Oh, no. I was just curious if they had all 4 major sports because they have the Carolina Panthers, they have the Hurricanes, and then they have who do they have, like the Charlotte Bobcats or something?
Yes, who didn't Michael Jordan used to own them and now he's out?
No, that was the Charlotte Hornets, right? Charlotte Hornets?
Oh, the Hornets, that's who they are. Okay.
Yeah, and then Michael Jordan owned it for like a little bit, and then basically
I know there's a bunch of minor league teams in South Carolina and North Carolina, but nothing in the majors.
Yeah, but let's be honest, no one really cares about the minor league teams. I'm sorry.
Dude, if it's a small town minor league team, it's fun to go to the games. Let me tell you.
I don't mind the Toledo Mudhens, but I could not name you, like, can you name me like a player from the Toledo Mudhens?
No, I can't even name you a player from the Columbus Clippers or the Lake Erie Crushers. I can just name teams, not players.
Yeah. But anyway, back to what we were talking about the Carolina Hurricanes. They're looking good. I feel like they're looking great.
Yeah, they got 80 points on the season, Stuart. Heck yeah.
But I'm not
Nice
gonna lie. I think the Hurricanes are not gonna win a playoff series.
Ooh, wow.
That's my hot take. That is my hot
That's
take.
a hot take right there.
I weirdly have a feeling they're gonna choke in the postseason.
Oh.
I mean, granted, they look good at away and home games, but like, I mean, they've been 6-2. But like I said, I just do not feel confident. But like I said, we got to talk about the greatest of all regular season teams, Austin Matthews' team, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Who
Bummer news, too. They got destroyed by the Bruins this afternoon, it looks like.
Did
Well,
they really?
Yeah, 4-1.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah, look at that.
they did lose a 4-1, 4-1, 2. Oh yeah, they did beat Buffalo, but Buffalo's.
Oh,
That's
Austin
funny. They
Matthews
lost
didn't
twice.
score. What a bum.
Yeah, they lost twice. Look at that. I am so. I mean, what's your thoughts about the Leafs? The Leafs has always been good, but I always kind of feel like the same thing. Make a deep playoff run, Leafs.
Sure, you know what they
You
do.
know?
Don't they always choke in the first round?
Yeah,
Yes,
except for last year. Last year they did finally get their demons and win the first round. But unfortunately, they decided to do a chant, and I'm gonna do the chant back here, gentlemen. We want Florida. We want
Florida.
That was and you know what? Hey Toronto, you wanted Florida? Oh, you got Florida. And basically they made it into a 4-1 series.
Nice.
Yes, look at that. You got
They
Florida,
wanted.
you
They
got
got
Chris
them. They got them. They wanted them. They got them.
You wanted Florida? You got Florida. You got
Heck
Chris.
yeah. They wanted to go to Florida for their off season to sit on the beaches, I guess. Yeah.
You want to go to Florida?
Going from what, Toronto to Florida? Heck yeah.
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 We
It's
want
fun
to
off season.
Hey, you know what? They're the only. My joke is for Leafs fans. Austin Matthews gonna carry once the the Stanley Cup playoffs are gonna happen.
Oh, it's a carrying still.
The golf golf
Uh,
golf clubs.
nice.
That's the only thing that Leafs players have been playing, and during the Stanley Cup is golf clubs.
Sorry, Mr.
One.
Matthews.
That's a good one still.
Sorry, Matthews. I know you're great. I know Leafs fans are. I know. I know. I listen to Steve Dangle podcast, and he's an avid Leafs fan, but they've been traumatized as Leafs fans for decades, years.
Yeah.
I haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1967, and
Yeah. It's a tough go. It's a tough go.
It's a tough life to be a Leafs fan. It's just sadness, pain, misery. Will this be the year of them making the playoffs and winning it, and winning a Stanley Cup?
No. I'm saying no.
No. But we can also talk about the Rangers. How do you feel about the Ranger Nation right now? Of the greatest.
I mean, yeah. Isn't Artem? I can't pronounce his name right now. Artemi Panarin, isn't he on the Rangers?
Yes, he is on the Rangers right there. Oh yeah, he's that one guy that was like that they were talking when it was a couple years ago. They drafted him, right? They're like, he's gonna be this guy's gonna be our generational. And look.
No, was he? I mean, was he drafted by? Because for the last 2 seasons, he was on the Blue Jackets.
Oh yeah, doesn't it feel good that a team that plays for the Blue Jackets have a better career somehow when they leave Columbus?
Yeah.
Damn straight. Well said.
You know what's unfortunate? Well, do you know what's fortunate, I guess, for New York here still? That they're not in the Atlantic division, because they'd be in 3rd place in the Atlantic, but with the weak Metropolitan, they're in 1st.
Oh yeah. Look at that. 84 points versus 90 and 89. Wow.
Yeah. They're looking good. I mean, the Rangers do look good. I definitely do think the Rangers are having a great season. And then,
do you think the Rangers will make it to the Eastern Conference Final?
No.
Oh, all right.
I think it's going to be Boston and Florida, to be honest with you.
Ooh, really? All right.
Bold proclaims do the 1 and 2 seed. Very nice.
Yes.
So when's the last time? When's the last time it's been in the 1 and the 2 seed?
It's been a while, to be honest with you.
Oh,
I mean,
all right.
last year it was like the random 8th seed that made it to the Stanley Cup Finals because the Panthers were the 8th seed.
Exactly. Red
Yeah.
Wings winning the cup.
Hey, you're not the 8th seed, so it's Tampa Lightning gonna win the cup. Sorry.
Oh, the Lightning will sneak ahead of us for us.
Red Wings winning the cup. It's gonna be Detroit and who in the Eastern Conference final?
We're gonna beat in the Eastern Conference final. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna take out Florida in the first round, New York in the second round, and then Boston in the finals.
I don't
and then-
know.
and then we're gonna beat Colorado in the Stanley Cup. It'll be like
Are you trying to pull a me on you when I talk about the Dallas Cowboys?
I like that.
I don't know what a me on you is, Stu, but I'll say yes.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, we can talk about also. You want to get some tickets to see these Boston Bruins doing also amazing. Probably one of the few Boston teams that actually been successful in sports.
Well,
right
other
now.
than the Celtics. Well, it's actually been
Oh, yeah, the
successful. What are you
Celtics.
talking about?
Oh yeah, the Celtics.
The Boston Celtics.
I think the Red Sox
Yeah, I mean,
and the Patriots.
Oh, the Patriots have only won 7 Super Bowls since 2000.
All right.
Get out of here, Stu. Get out of here.
All right.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
You gotta be. I know. I
Go to your
it up.
car and go to the bar, Stu.
You're gonna go to the car and you're gonna go to the bar and you're gonna win and you're gonna see these Boston. We're gonna go to these Bruins games and we're gonna see Danny Kachuk gonna go win this. Gonna get us some scoring.
Do you know who I genuinely don't like, Stu?
Oh.
Boston. Like if the Red Wings could beat one team in the playoffs, I'd love them to take out Boston.
Brad Marchand, right? Brad Marchand.
Oh, that dude's such a troll. Like that's what he does, but he does it so well. It's just he's so annoying.
A lot of people call him like a lot of people say that he looks like a rat.
Yeah, he does. He truly does.
Wow, you called him a rat?
Sir, no. I chose my words wisely right there. I said a lot of people have said that he looks like a rat. I am not in part of those people.
Wow.
Allegedly, I did say he does. So like that was me.
I'm just saying. Allegedly, you've been saying something. I'm just saying.
No, I've been listening.
Allegedly, I agree with this statement for sure.
And allegedly, the Boston Bruins are still looking good.
Yeah, no, they're good. Hopefully, they recover from last year's choke job.
Yeah, that is true. So hopefully,
the last time Boston won the Stanley Cup,
2011, baby.
Oh, all right. Wow. All right. Been, 12, 13 years?
And I remember that series because they played against Vancouver and they went to Game 7, and then Boston Bruins won, and then Vancouver rioted after the game, and then basically after that they became awful for the next 13 years until this year.
Wow.
Some karma.
That was a funny. I laughed at the one time when the European Tree guy made a video about the Vancouver Canucks, and someone was taking a selfie of like a burning car. It was some Canadian, and he put in the background was the 2013 Vancouver Canucks season. That made me chuckle.
All right, gentlemen, I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Oh my goodness, we just lost Fyodor right now. We just lost Fyodor right now, but I think, like I said, Boston's looking great. They're having a great March. I mean, granted, they did lose to the Edmonton Oilers, the Rangers.
They still have a really nice shot at the President's Trophy too. It's looking like here.
Yeah, they're looking. Honestly, the three teams that's surprising. So it's the Bruins, it's the Florida, and it's Vancouver, of all teams.
Yeah,
it's been a weird. It's kind of weird to see Vancouver do well this season. I do not know why. That is the most confusing thing we're going to talk about when we get to the Western Conference in the NHL. But I digress. But look at that. They're looking good. We got the seasons right over here. I know everyone's probably like these 5 people, like these hack frauds that don't know about much about hockey, and that is sort of true. But I do know Boston Bruins. Hopefully, you don't choke in the postseason like you did last year.
Hopefully for their sakes, no doubt.
Yes, you had a 3-1 series, if I remember correctly, against the Florida Panthers. Right?
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, and they blew the next 4 games.
Test.
But anyway, we got speaking of another team that somehow does a lot better when they leave the Columbus Blue Jackets. We're going to talk about the Florida Panthers.
Nice.
How do
I
you
like
feel?
me some Matthew. How do you say his last name? Chuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you guys talking about the Florida Panthers now?
Yes, my
Oh,
favorite
here we
team.
go. Sergei Bobrovsky. Oh.
Hey, I saw that.
Hey.
I saw that gentleman. I saw that man playing against the Devils last year, in Christmas Eve.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, you did go to a game down there in Miami, didn't you?
Yeah,
No kidding.
and I still laugh to this day. I know this is Land of Transit, because my stepfather and his family were like, "All right, we're gonna go watch the Florida Panthers game," and I was like, "Against the Devils." Like, I was like thinking back in my mind, it's like, oh, this Florida team seems okay, but I really wanted to go to Tampa Bay Lightning game, but it's gonna be okay because I get to watch the Devils, who are gonna make the playoffs, and it does stink that we're gonna waste our time watching a Florida Panthers game. Oh yeah, that team made it to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Stu, a thought that I had for you here. I think I would pay for you to go to a Red Wings game, and here's my logic. Okay.
Yes.
2 years ago, me and you went to see the Tampa Bay Lightning,
Made it to the
who
Stanley
made
Cup
the Stanley
Finals.
Cup. Yeah. Then you saw Florida made the Stanley Cup Finals.
Ooh.
So you gotta get to a Red Wings game here for me.
I am not. Apparently, that Jinx does not help the Detroit Red Wings for some reason.
Well, Stuart, then let's go to a Blue Jackets game.
Okay. They will make it to the Stanley Cup Finals, but they will not win a Stanley Cup.
Yeah, that's okay, man.
Yeah,
Like I would take that.
that's definitely a valid statement for sure, Stu.
Yes, but like I said, they're having great. Survey is he going to be goaltender of the year for the Panthers for the NHL?
They said he's in the top 3 or 4. They said he's
Like honestly,
he's
I
up
think.
there.
Yeah, and how does it feel, Fyodor, that a former Blue Jackets player, goalie, that is amazing for the Columbus Blue Jackets, somehow have an amazing career in another team?
So honestly, it is what it is. I mean, he performed amazing when he was a Blue Jacket, but the team around him wasn't what he needed to move to the playoffs and so on. And now he has a great team around him. So yeah, Bobrovsky's going to make it far into the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but the Panthers are definitely my pick to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals right now. They're looking amazing.
You think the Panthers are going to make it to the Stanley Cup?
Look how their standings, they're scoring right now. Like, look at their scoring right now. They're looking really good. Look who they beat. Oh my god, not the standings. It's gonna make me so mad. I want to see the score. It's
the Florida Panthers?
Yeah, the Panthers right here. I know. Yes, we are basically a high paid. Look at it. Man,
I can give you a quick recap, Stu. They
I know
they beat the Red Wings 4-0.
Yeah, they cursed
then they beat the Panthers or the Rangers 4-2. They beat the
Oh.
Devils 5-3, but they lost to Philadelphia 2-1.
Is it an overtime, right?
No, all these are in just straight regulation.
Yeah, but look at their next games. They're gonna beat the Calgary. They're gonna play against the Lightning, and then we're gonna talk about the Predators, and then they're gonna beat the Bruins. That's gonna be a good game.
Well,
Ooh,
you missed the Stars and the Hurricanes, too.
Oh, the Stars and the Hurricanes coming up?
Well, yeah, they got to play 2 big road games, too. They got to play at Dallas, who has 85 points. They got to play at Carolina, who has 80 points. They have some tough games coming up, Stu.
Yeah, but then they're going to probably beat Calgary. Let's be honest. They're going to beat Calgary.
Well, they don't play Calgary for a while, though. Well, no, they play Calgary, I think, was that Saturday?
Yeah, that's March 12th.
Yeah, so they got some hard games coming up, though. They play in New York. They play Boston still. They got a tough month of March.
Yeah,
If they win the President's Trophy, they will have earned it.
Yeah, I think they're probably going to get the President's Trophy right now. Now, like I said, gentlemen, look at this. We are pretty much almost done right now. Look at this with our podcast. We've almost made an hour right now talking about podcasting.
I think we talked about every team, haven't we?
Yes, we talked about every team. So I guess we should talk about.
Excellent job, gentlemen. Excellent job.
I will say this. Will the 3 teams right here in the Atlantic and the Metro, we got 5 weeks away, will this be the final 3 teams for each of these?
I'm going to go out on a very weak limb here, Stu, and say the top 8 will remain the top 8 because I like the Red Wings. I like the Lightning.
Absolutely.
I think the playoffs stand.
I think Philly might slip, and I think the Islanders will sneak in there. How about that? And then the Red Wings would get into the 3rd spot.
Here's what I'm agreeing with Doug that everyone in the top 8 right now, 2 wild cards or whatever is going to happen. Those 8 teams are going to stay in there because, like, I mean, the Islanders. There's a 4-point difference between the Islanders and the wild card team. So it's gonna be hard. I mean, yeah, there's still 21 games though left in the season, so they have time.
Yeah, they got time. So we'll see. Like,
yeah, time will tell.
Time will tell. But
All
like
right.
I said, I'm thinking it's gonna be. I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna say the Islanders are gonna make the playoffs. I think the Islanders are gonna do it, and the Flyers are gonna
Over
choke.
who, Stu?
I think the Flyers might go down.
Wow. All right. I like that.
And Red Wings will go up.
Stu.
I think the Red Wings will be in the top 3. Look at that. Wouldn't that be better for you, Douglas? Look at that. The top 3. Detroit's in there.
The Red Wings aren't going to catch up to Toronto, though.
No, but they're in the Metro Division.
The Red Wings are? I think the Red Wings are in the next two.
Man, did I screw this up? Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Douglas.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, the Red Wings, yeah, we'd be very happy with a wild card, but. All right, gentlemen, my phone is dying, and I got to go do some other shenaniganing.
All right.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure this evening.
It's a pleasure right now. Look at this. All right, so this week we got it done. Next week we're going to talk about the Western Conference Finals. So we're going to talk about fun teams like Vegas Golden Knights, the Dallas Stars, and the Nashville Predators, and how Vancouver is somehow doing well this season.
All right, I look forward to next week. I will catch you all later.
All right, gentlemen. Until next week.
See ya. All righty. Later. All righty.